6:47, your top stories this Tuesday in your Sunrise Smart Start. Former President Donald Trump will be booked and arraigned in Manhattan at the criminal courthouse later today in just a couple of hours. Sources tell CBS News the charges are related to falsifying business records stemming from his alleged role in hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. Following this historic arraignment, Trump plans to return back to Florida to his Mar-a-Lago estate, where he plans to speak publicly following his arraignment. 4 teens here have been arrested after police say they stole 3 cars over the weekend and ran into an officer. That happened in East Rochester at Vision Kia early Saturday morning around 1:30. Police tell us a group of teens drove 2 stolen cars to the dealership where they broke in and stole another one. The officer showed up, got out of his cruiser, and had his hands on the hood as he was tossed to the side. The vehicle continued down West Linden Road, overturned and hit a light pole. As for the other cars, one was left at the dealership. The other sped down South Washington and turned on West Commercial and then crashed, striking the Technoplex building.
It's kind of becoming an epidemic that these kids are kind of allowed to just kind of roam around. It's a tough situation. I know, family lives are tough, and it's tough to keep track of your kids, but there's a lot of victims out there right now, and at some point the victims are going to have to speak up. And
police tell us for this case they have 6 suspects. 4 were taken into custody, all between the age of 13 and 15. The officer is doing okay, already back on duty. You may no longer have to live here in Monroe County if you want to become a county sheriff's deputy. A proposal from Executive Adam Bello and the Sheriff Todd Baxter would opt out of the state civil service law mandating law enforcement live in the county where those personnel serve. Bello and Baxter say the number of applicants has really dropped off over the last 5 years. That's why they're pushing this. They say neighboring counties have already done away with the measure, and the sheriff's office needs to make this change to stay competitive. A home in Mendon is no more, destroyed in a huge fire yesterday. This was the scene on Chorleywood Court. One side of the home caught fire just after 3 in the afternoon. The winds didn't help, fanning the flames to the rest of the property. The homeowner was in the backyard when fire crews arrived. The flames were so intense, no firefighters went inside the property. No one was hurt. The cause remains under investigation. To Albany, the State Cannabis Control Board has approved another 99 recreational dispensary licenses for many regions all around New York. Finger Lakes not among them. One marijuana lab permit, though, was approved here in Monroe County. That permit goes to Certainty Analytical Labs. It will allow that group to begin running adult use and medical cannabis testing, not texting. Only 13 of these lab licenses were approved statewide. A pending lawsuit is preventing the state from approving rec dispensary licenses here in the Finger Lakes. We'll see what happens next with that. The fight to build a new Jeremiah's restaurant in Irondequoit is going to court. The owner of the chain, Jeff Reddish, bought the Titus Tavern building and 4 homes behind the business in 2018. He wants to tear them down and build a new restaurant with room for parking in the back. But here's the thing, the town recently declared the building a historic landmark. Reddish claims the town board never properly explained the reason for voting in favor of that order or provided evidence to support the ruling. The group helping Irondequoit prepare for progress disagrees with that.
It's a early 20th century commercial building that was identified by many of the architects at the Preservation Commission hearing in October. And the fact that these are sprinkled around Monroe County, and they are all important structures.
We reached out to Reddish for more comment on the lawsuit, have not heard back. We did hear from the town board late last night. A representative tells News 8 the board has no comment about the Historic Preservation Committee's decision, and they will also not comment on any pending litigation. 5:51 is the time. How about the weather this morning? Here's our meteorologist James Gilbert. Been tracking that rain, trying to look out there, finding some break from some of it.
Yeah, there are some folks that are not seeing rain.
I know,
right?
I know. South of the Thruway, yeah, it's been nice.
Right, so finally just getting a little bit of glimpse of light here over Canandaigua Lake. Isn't it always sunny over Canandaigua?
Always, right? Make a bumper sticker.
Take me there. How about a day trip down to the Finger Lakes today? Why not? For those taking a walk around Rochester, it's raining. Yep, either umbrella or maybe the pup needs a little rain jacket as you head out this morning. Temperatures along Lake Ontario stuck in the 40s, but the further south you go, the warmer you get. I bet some spots, even in the Finger Lakes, could get to 60 degrees. 62 in Naples later this afternoon. Brennan?
All right, thank you, James. As we check your sunrise traffic, Main Expressway is looking good. Just checking the map within the past couple of minutes. New reports of an accident at Elmwood Avenue at Thomas H. Jackson Drive, the southwest part of the city. Have another update on sunrise traffic during CBS Mornings when we see you for our cut-in at about 7:25. Health news here. There's been an uptick in pediatric flu-related deaths in New York, with 11 reported so far this flu season. Nationally, the Department of Health reports more than 130 deaths in children so far. While these aren't identified by region, doctors we spoke with recognize pediatric deaths from flu are fairly rare. They note the high rate of cases over the past season and say the numbers are reflective of the spread of the disease as well as patients ending up in the hospital. Happening today in the middle of their spring break, students from Rochester are headed off on a tour of historically black colleges and universities in Atlanta. They took off early this morning from the airport. Jatira Marsh was there very early for us, speaking with the kids and the chaperones before they went through TSA. Jatira.
Brendan, yes, I am here live at the Rochester International Airport, where not too long ago I spoke with a group of students, 30 to be exact, who are on their way now to Atlanta to visit an HBCU for the very first time. This week, students from the Northeast College Preparatory High School will be visiting Spelman College, Morehouse College, and Clark Atlanta University, where they will also tour historical civil rights locations in the Atlanta area and attend an Atlanta Hawks NBA game. Very, very exciting. I spoke with one of the students, and she shares what her thought process is going into all of this on this very exciting day.
Kind of scared about the plane ride, but overall I feel like it's going to be a good experience for me because I really wanted to go to HBCU. The students are expected to return on Friday. Live in Rochester, Jatira Marsh, News 8. Brandon, back to you.
Jatira, thank you. How about that first campus visit? Some of them their first time flying. Good luck to them in this process. A big announcement from NASA. It has introduced the 4 astronauts venturing around the moon for the Artemis 2 mission set to take place next year. The members, Reed Weissman, Christina Cook, Victor Glover, joined by Canadian rookie Jeremy Hansen. They'll be on board the Orion crew capsule for the Artemis program's second flight. It's the first piloted voyage beyond Earth's orbit since the Apollo program came to an end 50 years ago. Good luck to them.
This is exciting, right? Maybe if you like rain, we are getting plenty of it. Focus is Rochester, Monroe County, then north up toward Lake Ontario. No bus stop forecast because we're still enjoying the time off. Rain showers taper off by lunchtime, and then we close out. We're going to have some fun tomorrow, Brennan. Lots to talk about. We're getting the warmest day of the year so far, 70s. Storms in the afternoon.
All right, we'll have updates on that when we see you back here tomorrow morning. We'll see you back here first, though, in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.